invite Ricky Creech to come forward. Ricky is the new CEO of Buckhorn Children's Center, which we have supported and been involved with for many years. Good to have you, Ricky.
Thank you. Well, I bring you greetings from Appalachian Kentucky, and you wouldn't know it, but I came here from Dessie, and it has been somewhat of a culture shock, but one that has been welcomed. I grew up in the country or the rural areas of South Carolina out of Charleston, so the accent you hear is a Geechee accent. If you want to know more about Geechee, I can tell you later on when you come and visit our booth down there. Why did I leave D.C.? I did a tour there, and while there, as a minister, I discovered that my focus and passion for people were being replaced by policy and procedure and process. And I found that while administration is wonderful, I also found out that the government is not the answer to the ills of society. And I found a yearning in my spirit that was calling me back to the front lines of where I began as a missionary in Alabama in the Black Belt region. And as I prayed and searched, God opened a window of opportunity for me to come to where I began my graduate study here in Kentucky. And I came back to provide executive leadership to Buckhorn Children and Family Services. And what I found was poverty like I have never seen before in this country. I came back to find that children, their voices had been silenced. One of the things that they needed more than anything in the world was someone to love them, someone to make them safe, someone to provide them a therapeutic environment where they can heal from the hurts of the world. I found children, some who knew about the Lord, others who were angry about the Lord, and wondering, is this all that life has to offer? Just recently, we admitted a young 13-year-old into our care. Her mom was a drug addict and started human trafficking her at the age of 8 so that the uncle could have his way and his pleasure with her in order to feed the mother's habit. After 2 years, he tossed the child aside like a rag doll. But the mother was so desperate to fill this selfish need of addiction that she started trafficking her with drug dealers. And it was not until this young girl just recently tried to hang herself that the state intervened and took custody of her, and then called out to Buckhorn and said, "Will you take this little girl?" At 13, the only thing she sees in life is the peace that death can bring, is the healing that death can bring. And so we admitted her into our therapeutic treatment facility. We made her safe. We gave her a healthy environment. We surrounded her with adults who cared and who loved, and therapists who wanted to help her understand that nothing she's experienced has been her fault, and she can have a life before death. Coming from D.C., where we're all talk and a little action, to come to Appalachian Kentucky, where men and women are standing up for kids and being their voice and are committing their lives to action. So this morning, I want to thank you here at Second Presbyterian for standing up for our kids over the years. And even recently, we had 10 of your members who came to our Buckhorn campus, led by Ruth Webb Kelly and Stan Kramer, Ray Davis, Larry Jackson, Shirley Caldwell, George Woolwine, Fred Copeland, Sue Paulson, Kristen Lenning, and Randy Hoffman. And there, what they did was they gave of their talent. I know that can be questionable because they all weren't good painters. But they gave. They gave. And I'm sure somewhere in their past, they gifted us with financial resources. Yes, your financial support is indeed needed. But above that, we need your talent to go, to come to us and paint, to read to a child, to tutor to a child. Just be in their presence. You have made a significant contribution to us. And I pray that in the days and months and years ahead, you will go deeper in your commitment and you will get involved. Today, when you go by our booth, you will see that we're kicking off a new campaign. It's so new, the brochures were printed at my desk printer. You're the first to see it. And it's a new initiative that we have where you can get an armband or blue or pink. I wear both. And what we're doing is we're asking folks like you to become Stand Up for Kid ambassadors for Buckhorn. To stand up in your prayers, to stand up in your worship, to stand up in your service for the suffering children of Kentucky. May God bless you, and I look forward to working with you in the days, months, and years ahead. Bless you.
Ricky, we're very glad you're in ministry with us here in this presbytery. Thank you. At this time each year, we always take a special children's ministry offering. There are envelopes in the pews, and this Sunday and next Sunday we will receive that, and half of it goes to Buckhorn, half to Euspiritus, which was the former Bellwood Children's Home. So please remember those ministries in this special offering.